You know, Clark set all these records on the basketball court. Obviously, the scoring record in college, the assist record in the WNBA. So many rookie records that you can't even list them off. But she now has the record for a sports card trading card, for a woman's sports trading card, because she had it go for $366,000.
Did you see that? Caitlin Clark's rookie card just sold for a jaw-dropping $366,000, and no, that's not a typo. Someone actually paid more for a single trading card than what many people spend on a brand new house. But here's the real shocker. This isn't just a record-breaking sale, it's a complete game-changer in the trading card world. Clark didn't just set a new bar, she obliterated it, leaving even sports icons like Serena Williams in the dust. Meanwhile, Angel Reese has been taking shots at Clark, but her own rookie cards? They're struggling to sell, even at clearance prices.
Clark has the top 30 WNBA cards, at least. So, and the boxes for WNBA cards, like the one over my shoulder, are selling at the same level or at a higher price than NBA cards, because that Caitlin Clark rookie is in there.
Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark's 2024 Panini Prism Gold Vinyl Rookie Card, graded a flawless PSA 10 and featuring her autograph, just sold for a staggering $366,000. And here's the kicker, it's a one-of-a-kind. There's not another card like it anywhere in the world. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's signature series? Still sitting in unopened packs, waiting for someone, anyone, to rip them open.
Angel Reese autograph box of Reese's Puffs sold for $9.99. Is that real? Is that real?
This sale didn't just beat Serena Williams' previous record of $266,400, it absolutely crushed it.
This passes the record for a woman's sports card period that was previously held by a Serena Williams card, and this was sold for about $100,000 more than the Serena Williams card.
And let's not forget, Serena's card had a piece of her actual match-worn outfit. Clark's? No jersey, no sweat, just her autograph in blue Sharpie. Yet collectors still shelled out an extra $100,000 just to own a piece of her growing legacy.
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark, and once again, proving that she is the driving force.
And here's the craziest part, Clark hasn't even started her second season. Most athletes spend their entire careers trying to build collector value. Caitlin? She's turning trading cards into gold faster than Angel Reese turns media interviews into side eyes. This isn't just hype, this is history.
Just trying to give myself some grace because I know I'm not the player that I want to be just yet, but also kind of patting myself on the back, telling myself that I'm still doing great.
That card? It's more than just a collectible, it's a statement. It's the basketball world's way of saying, this is the player. This is the future. Sports card analysts are already calling this the Caitlin Clark era, and it's easy to see why. She's not just making a splash, she's rewriting the entire economic blueprint of women's sports collectibles.
Once again, showcasing that when it comes to everybody else, they are a distant second. Who that is for sure in women's sports, I don't know. But at this point, it's pretty clear Caitlin Clark is driving the bus and driving the sales.
Let's be real, before Caitlin Clark, WNBA trading cards were an afterthought. Most hobby shops didn't even bother putting them on display. But now, dealers can't keep Clark's cards in stock. Shops that once shoved WNBA boxes onto dusty back shelves are now putting them front and center, and they're selling out in hours. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's cards? They're just sitting there, untouched, like those bargain bin DVDs at Walmart that nobody wants.
Every time Caitlin Clark, one of her trading cards, one of her sports cards breaks a record, and we've got a new one, and it is freaking ridiculous. I mean, this is crazier than hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And the numbers? They just keep climbing. The previous owner snagged that Clark card for $236,000 just 4 months ago, and now? It's worth $366,000. In less time than it takes Angel Reese to make a layup, the value shot up by $130,000. That's not just appreciation, that's domination.
A new record for a female athlete. Caitlin is the needle. There we go. I think I just said that. Smashed the old record held by Serena by $100,000. This one was $130,000 more expensive than the previous high.
And this isn't just about one card. Clark now owns the top 30 highest selling WNBA cards of all time. Not the top 1. Not the top 5. All 30. Let that sink in. While Angel Reese was busy throwing post-game shade and calling herself the face of the league, Clark became the queen of collectibles, without saying a word. This isn't just cardboard. It's legacy in motion.
I mean, wow. What can you say about this? That almost leaves me speechless.
Collectors aren't just buying her stats, they're investing in a cultural revolution. Remember when Michael Jordan's rookie cards exploded in value because everyone knew they were watching history? That's exactly what's happening with Caitlin Clark right now, except she's doing it while also redefining the value of women's sports in a world that's finally paying attention.
Look, what are these cards going to be like in 5 years when she's got a championship, a couple of MVPs in there, et cetera, et cetera? I'm fairly confident we're headed towards a $500,000 card at some point. We're not that far away now. I mean, we're $140,000 away now.
Oh, and here's the kicker. WNBA card boxes featuring Caitlin Clark are now outselling NBA boxes at multiple stores. Read that again. That has never happened before. Caitlin Clark is the reason sports card forums are now buzzing with WNBA talk, while Angel Reese is still hoping her name trends for something other than drama. While Clark's autograph is appreciating faster than stocks, Angel Reese is stuck watching from the sidelines. Her card sales are moving slower than her footwork in the paint, and it's becoming crystal clear who fans and collectors are backing. If jealousy had a price tag, it still wouldn't come close to matching Clark's rookie card.
Caitlin Clark has set a new standard, a new mark for women's trading cards, women's sports trading cards.
This isn't just about one sale, it's about a shift. Caitlin Clark's trading card success has kicked off a new era, not just for women's sports, but for how female athletes are valued in the collectible market. If the WNBA's marketing team knows what's good for them, they'll start printing those commemorative sets fast. Because Caitlin Clark just made women's sports officially bankable.
97,000, 105,000, 234,000, 366,000. Unbelievable.
So yeah, Caitlin Clark isn't just winning on the court, she's dominating every corner of the sports economy. Cards, merchandise, ratings, attendance, you name it. And while some players might not like it, they'll be thanking her when their next endorsement deal comes through. Whether they admit it or not, the Caitlin Clark effect is here to stay. As for Angel Reese, she might want to spend less time throwing shade and more time signing autographs. Because while Clark's signature is setting auction records, Reese's cards are just sitting there, stat padding on the shelves.
Buy a decent house for that, laughing my ass off. Here in East Texas, you could buy a damn nice house. You could have a new one built here for that, to be honest with you. Probably 1,800 square foot, 2,200 square foot, with all the amenities.
It's not just traditional card collectors driving this market. Caitlin Clark has pulled off a collector coup that's turning hobbyists into stockbrokers and sports shops into investment banks. Major investors, folks who wouldn't have given women's sports memorabilia a second glance a year ago, are now treating Clark's cards like blue-chip tech stocks. And no, these aren't collectors trying to finish a set. These are Wall Street types and venture capitalists hunting down ROI like bloodhounds.
To go up from here, right? Like these things don't tend to go down. So if you're into that hobby, you're going to need a pretty penny in order to make an investment on the piece of cardboard featuring Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark's cards are no longer just pieces of sports history, they've become financial assets. Her rookie collectibles are being bought, graded, resold, and insured like priceless art. Some investors are even forming funds, yes, entire funds, dedicated solely to Caitlin Clark cards. That's how seismic her impact has been. They're not just betting on a basketball star, they're betting on a cultural force with limitless potential. And if you think $366,000 for a card is outrageous, just wait. Industry insiders are already predicting that her one-of-one Panini gem could surpass $500,000 if Clark keeps up her momentum over the next few years. Let's not forget, she's only had one professional year under her belt. Serena Williams' all-time record was shattered in just 1 year, and now collectors are eyeing $500,000 like it's the next logical step.
Now, if you listen to the WNBA players, jealousy, pettiness, and envy ooze from their pores. Well, man, the oozing is going to be out of control at this point.
To put it in perspective, Caitlin Clark's most valuable card gained $130,000 in just 4 months. That's more growth than most retirement accounts see in a decade. Forget compound interest, Clark's cards are printing equity in real time, and what makes this rise even more unbelievable? She's building this entire collectible empire while the WNBA is still figuring out how to properly promote her.
The commissioner is oddly and largely silent because I believe she's scared of the WNBA legacy media and the old guard of WNBA fans that are activist basketball fans. So she's like, I don't want them coming after me.
While Caitlin Clark is busy reshaping the memorabilia market, there's another player watching from the sidelines, not with admiration, but with growing frustration. Angel Reese, who once claimed people watch for her too, is now in a very different spot. Her cards? They're still sitting on shelves, collecting dust. Resellers are slashing prices faster than she can double dribble. The same Reese who loudly declared herself the face of the league is now watching her rival turn signatures into six-figure sales.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
It's not just collectors skipping the Reese inventory, it's investors too. No one's forming funds around her cards. No one's building entire auction events around her name. She might dominate Twitter engagement, but the real proof, the hard dollars, is all tilting in Clark's favor. That's the part that stings. And let's not forget the optics. While Angel Reese is out here stirring the pot, throwing shade, and building her brand around beef, Clark is out here building actual equity. She's not playing into drama, she's letting the numbers speak, and those numbers are talking louder than any post-game quote Reese can cook up.
Man, this league better learn to protect their cash cow. $366,000 rookie card, their cash cow, or they're going to be in a real bind. Because if they look up and she gets injured or something like that, ABC and ESPN and CBS and whoever else is involved in that new juicy media rights deal is all going to be given the fuzzy eyeball and the side eye directly to the commissioner.
Meanwhile, the networks aren't even pretending anymore. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have 41 nationally televised games. The message is crystal clear. This isn't about parity, it's about profitability. TV executives are placing their bets, and it's not on drama, it's on the Clark effect. Because when Caitlin Clark plays, ratings explode. When Angel Reese plays, well, let's just say the viewership curve flattens out a bit, and right in the middle of this collector frenzy and media storm, the WNBA just locked down a $2.5 billion media rights deal, 11 times more than their previous contract. The math isn't subtle. The league got serious money the moment Caitlin Clark went pro. That kind of jump doesn't just happen, it takes a superstar, and they know exactly who that is.
Once again, Caitlin Clark does something that's never been done before. And it's just steadily increasing. I say $500,000 is on the table at some point. Within the year, maybe, if that long, somebody's really going to step up and nail out one of these cards. I wonder what, like, celebrity or sports player paid for this card. That's just, I wonder about that.
Behind closed doors, there's real anxiety. League executives are terrified of what might happen if Caitlin Clark gets injured. That's how dependent everything's become on her. One rookie shouldn't have this much power, but here we are. The media deal, the ratings, the merch, it all orbits around Caitlin Clark. The league can talk about team balance all they want, but those business decisions scream otherwise. Even NBA execs are watching with laser focus. Clark's jersey is selling out across men's sports retailers. Her reach is crossing demographics no one predicted. She's bringing in casual fans, dads buying cards for daughters, and yes, investors looking to flip wax into wealth. Card shops that used to hide WNBA boxes behind baseball cards now put Caitlin Clark merch front and center. Online collector groups are creating entire channels to track her market activity, and auction houses are marketing her cards like fine art. This isn't a trend. It's a new era.
And the boxes for WNBA cards, like the one over my shoulder, are selling at the same level or at a higher price than NBA cards because that Caitlin Clark rookie is in.